Hello, I'm Anne-Marie Rossi, and I'm an artist member of Imago Gallery in Warren, and I'm here with Susan Walker, who is one of our community members. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Anne-Marie. Great to see you.
We wanted her to talk about why she became a community member, how long she's been a community member, and what it means to her to continue being a community member at Imago. So Susan, say hi.
Hi, Anne-Marie, and hi, everybody. We hope this will help give you some ideas about why you might like to become a community member at Imago. When I retired from the Department of Education in 2011, I was really kind of trying to figure out how I would like to spend my time, what I would like to focus on. And because I'd started attending gallery openings and events at Imago, I thought that this might be a really interesting place to focus my energies. And also what I've learned over the years in organizations is it really helps to be invited to participate by someone from the organization who knows you, knows what you like, feels there's a kindred spirit. And Eileen Collins was definitely that person for me, encouraging me to consider joining the family of artists and community members at Imago. So this was like about 2011, 2012. I began to be a community member, and it really helped me find my footing after I retired, helped me move into a new direction, leaving the past behind and looking ahead and connecting with a wonderful larger community of artists in Warren, but a particularly unique special community at Imago. And yes, we have artist members and community members, and yet you don't feel a distinction between them. We work together on committees. We're all about making the gallery one of the best professional galleries in the state, if not the country. We have an outstanding roster of artists, and we produce a wonderful array of exhibits, throughout the calendar year.
So Susan, in closing, could you just tell us a little bit about the different roles and tasks that you performed at Imago?
Okay, think back. I was even secretary, so I have acted in that role. Currently, I'm chair, but I feel like I work with, not over, the Special Initiatives Committee. We have a great group of artist members who are serving on that committee, including Anne-Marie, Rena Knight, Yolanda Mazzoni. And the Special Initiatives is really a way for the Imago Foundation for the Arts to live out its mission as a place that not only hosts and provides the public with the opportunity to see great art, but hosts events that go deeper into, what is art and what does it mean for us in our lives. And we've done installations actually the last two for the last two community shows, particularly relating to how people are responding to the COVID environment and what their hopes and wishes are for the future. So and we've had artist talks, we've had panels of within the roster of artists at Imago. There are painters, multimedia artists, and photographers. So we've had panels that relate to those different different media, as well as some art history talks and viewing new movies together. So we've done an array of activities for the membership, but also for the public.
Well, Susan, we certainly appreciate your efforts as our community member and as a friend that you've become over the last.
Well, that's the best part at Imago, the friendships.
Thank you. Hi, next up is Carolyn Windham, and Carolyn is one of our community members. Say hi, Carolyn.
Hello, everyone.
Why don't you tell everyone when you came to Imago and what your role is at Imago as a community member?
Well, we moved to Warren from the east side of Providence, oh gosh, quite a while ago, over a dozen years ago. And my husband discovered Imago. He is an artist, and a bunch of really interesting people doing great stuff. And when it became available to me to become a community member, I said, well, yeah, why not? I had retired from my teaching work, and our children are launched. And I've always loved art and been fascinated by the processes that people take to get them from one place to another. And this being involved, even peripherally, allows me to learn more about their thinking, more about their creative process. And I'm a bit of a creative myself. This is my quilt you can see behind me. And so I think strongly about color and shape and all that good stuff. But there's nothing like being part of a group of creative people to sort of spur you along.
So Carolyn, you can put as many pieces as you want into 2 exhibits. So Carolyn, one of the benefits of being a community member is that you can enter some pieces in 2 of our exhibits, right?
That's right. And for the first time ever in my life, I did enter a smaller quilt that I had made. And it was scary for me to do that. It didn't sell, but that's okay. I got a lot of great feedback, and I'm going to look forward to doing that again.
Yeah, you can enter something into our small work show and into our community exhibit.
Right. And even if I weren't interested in entering things, it's a wonderful way to meet people. It's a very friendly and welcoming group. In spite of COVID, we have lasted, we've survived, and we're ready to move on. So I get to express my opinion. I get to hear different points of view, all of which I really do enjoy. So I even like to go and sit in the gallery and relieve some of that duty from the artists. I find it interesting to talk to people as they come in. If they don't come in, well, I read, I do things, but it's a nice way to be able to give back to a community. And I like to be able to do that.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate everything you do. And without you and our other community members, we wouldn't be able to do our work and have our exhibits. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
Hi, it's me again, Anne-Marie, and I'm here with Phil Grapuso, and he is one of our craft members. Hi, Phil.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Hi, this tape is going to be played for the new members event that's going to be happening in February. So I want you to be able to tell the guests like who you are and how you came to Imago and when you came.
So my background is that I'm a lifelong woodworker, but until about 7 years ago, I was an academic physician at Brown and Rhode Island Hospital. When I retired from that, I decided I wanted to do woodworking basically full time. So I started a small business called Seekonk Woodworking, and I focused on commissions and going to craft shows. But I have a background in the fine arts, going back to when I was an undergraduate student, and wanted more of a fine arts element in my work. And I'd known about Imago for years, went to a reception there and saw that there was a jeweler. And I thought, oh my, there are craftspeople who were involved with Imago. I actually had no idea. I mean, I knew of it as a community of painters and photographers and sculptors and printmakers. So I made an application online, and a group of people, including you, Anne-Marie, came and visited my house, and I showed you my work, and I was invited to become a community craftsperson. It's been wonderful. Being part of a community of artists has changed how I view my work. Almost everything I do still starts with a functional element, but I've become much more comfortable with introducing design elements unrelated to those functions into my work, and have even made now several non-functional items that are sculptural in nature. Right now, I'm working on an unusual piece, a 2D collage of images, Renaissance Madonna paintings that I'm going to put into a tabernacle frame. And the woodworking part will be complex. I hope that the collage does justice to the woodworking part, because I'm way more comfortable with the woodworking. So I'm comfortable working in 2 dimensions, but I basically, if you were to see my work at Imago, you'd basically be seeing small boxes, jewelry boxes, small tables, clocks. The clocks are the closest I get to doing things that are sculptural.
I was going to say, you also did that wonderful, call it an assemblage for the last exhibit, which had
form. That was funny. The shoe forms were what inspired me to do something that was non-functional, that assemblage that again was in a tabernacle frame. So it had a pretty significant woodworking component.
And you sold it, right?
Yeah.
More of an incentive.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've done fine at Imago in terms of my work selling. Typical show, I sell at least 1 or 2 small pieces, but it's really more about being part of this community of artists. And, it's inspired my work to move in a different direction. It's funny because I critique sessions, and the other members have urged me to focus more on non-functional work. And I have to say that gets me out of my comfort zone, but that's a good thing.
Well, thank you. I look forward to seeing a lot more of those unconventional pieces, but I
Yeah.
also love your conventional pieces, since I have a puzzle table and I have a side table that I've bought from you. So, which you do beautiful work, and we love having you at Imago. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm with Rena Nag. She's a full-time artist member at Imago. She's also a full-time faculty member at Endicott College and a full-time studio artist. So she's one busy lady. Hi, Rena.
Hi, Anne Marie.
So Rena, tell us a little bit about yourself and what your journey has been while at Imago.
I joined Imago a couple of years ago. At that time, I was looking for a really good community where I could grow and get the opportunity to show my work more regularly, which was really important to me and my practice at that time. And that's around the time that I also ended up submitting to one of the national juried shows that Imago had a call for, and ended up getting in, ended up meeting a really great artist who was the judge for the show, and
ended up winning a prize, right?
yeah, thank you, Anne Marie. So that was really a fun experience, needless to say. But I have to say, what was really, really heartwarming was to see how everybody else was so happy, and they were so excited to see me, just kind of, like they brought me out of my shell, their warmth, their friendliness. And that was when I was like, okay, I need to become a member here. And pretty shortly after that, I applied and I was accepted. And I have to say that was one of the really right decisions I made for myself, because I'm at Imago, we get to show, take part in the new exhibit every 6 weeks or so. We also have a holiday show. We also do a community show. There are so many different, committees that we get to be part of. So as an artist, we need to know about so many things, about marketing, about organizing, holding meetings, reaching out. And that's the other hidden benefit, that because you are a member of an organization, now you're asked to be a part of a PR team, part of the special initiatives, part of, I would say, the house committee. And in all of those involvements, it helps you kind of, get familiar with how would you manage it. Like, it trains you to be a well-rounded artist. So tomorrow, if you want to throw a party in your own studio, you kind of now know what that would entail, what that could look like. So this is, again, just goes on to show why it is so important to be part of a community and a organization, especially like Imago, that does hold a new exhibition every 6 weeks or so.
So Rena, in closing, could you tell us how you think the community members serve the organization?
Our community members are absolutely necessary for us to run the organization, because they are so involved. They play equal role in all the committees. We are so grateful that they are participating in the PR committee. They are helping us on the house committee. They are helping us. We have a community member right along with the artist member, and it is such a great way to kind of just we learn from them, and hopefully they get something from the artist members. It is a very kind of equal and very giving, and that kind of a relationship. It's hard to put into words.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we couldn't function without our community members. And also they help us because some come from business backgrounds. So they have that other kind of brain that can help us get better organized and do.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in shout out Dave.
Yes, and Dave, of course, who is our treasurer, that we couldn't live without him. So yes, they're invaluable. So thank you very much, Rena, and have a nice night.
Thank you, Anne Marie, and I hope that our visitors and guests would consider joining Imago, either as an artist or as a community member. We would love to have you.